This is Top Fueler Bueller from Mean Streets Tactical Training, and this is how to get the most out of your tactical rifle training class. First thing that I'd like to talk about before you come out for tactical rifle training is the gear that you're going to run during training. I get a lot of emails and questions asked to me about, hey, what gear should I buy? And students run out to the local gun show or to the Walmart and they buy all their local mall gear ninja and they come out rocking all this gear, right? The reality is, this is too much gear, right? This is not the environment that we're training for. We're training to be an armed civilian operating independently. And in our environment, we're not going to necessarily have all this. We don't have a squad behind us. We don't have a SWAT team with support. It's just us, right? So we need gear that's nice and clean. So we're going to take you through breaking down each of these different types of gear, giving you a little bit about what's the pro, what's the con, and figure out for you what you need to come out for your tactical rifle class. First thing I want to talk about, first piece of kit, is what I call an integrated battle belt, right? Now this is a battle belt setup. It's a MOLLE padded belt, has a clip in the middle, has magazine pouches that attach to the MOLLE gear, right? It's integrative. It's got some suspenders that help you hold the weight, but most of the weight is carried around your hips, okay? So I've got magazine pouches here that'll hold 8 magazines, right? As I turn here, I've got pistol magazine pouches on the side, okay? I also integrate as I come around. I've got a first aid kit, which is my blowout kit in case I was to be injured or I need to treat somebody else who's injured. Continue around. I've got what's called a dump bag. This is just a good place to put some of my gear if I'm running out of ammunition and I throw an empty magazine or a partially depleted magazine in there. Okay. I also have my holster integrated right onto my kit. So if I come out, I have my holster on me, right? So now that might make it a little easier to be able to have your firearm, your sidearm right there if I have to transition when I'm empty, okay? As I come around, these particular magazine pouches are 511 Tactical VTAC magazine pouches, right? Fantastic piece of kit. They're MOLLE, they got the quick stick attachment, they stick right on. The nice thing about a battle belt is that I can have it in a box, I can pull it out, throw it over my shoulders, clip it, and I'm ready to go. It's a very simple piece of kit, very effective. This is the padded battle belt. This time I'd like to talk about a chest rig, right? We see a lot of chest rigs come through school, and there's pros and cons to chest rigs. What's nice about a chest rig is it fits tight up against the body, okay? So it holds a couple extra magazines right up against your body. As a CCW or an individual operator in a civilian environment, we don't necessarily need 15 magazines. This is a Maxpedition pouch right here that actually holds 3 magazines. So you figure 1 in my long gun, 3 extra magazines. That's a pretty good setup, nice and clean and small. Has some shoulder harnesses that help hold the weight. What's nice about this setup is a couple things. One, it allows me to maintain my concealed carry handgun right here. So I can come out of the holster. This is my standard concealed carry holster, whether it be inside the waistband or outside the waistband. So I retain my normal gear here. I also can integrate a dump bag on this because I have MOLLE on the outside. So I can pull this, open it up, I now have a dump bag. So that allows me to, as I'm feeding my weapon, as I bring magazines out, I can throw them in my dump bag, pull the next magazine out and insert it into my weapon. So it gives me a nice clean way to travel. Now, this is a 511 tactical dump bag, folds up real nice. Has a real low profile, but once I'm actually in the fight, I actually have something right here to be able to allow me to put some extra gear and retain things with me. So this is a pretty good setup. I'm going to show you another version of a chest rig right in here in a second, but what's the downside to chest rigs is they're difficult to get on sometimes. You have to throw them over your head, you got a lot of straps going on, and sometimes some of those straps can come down and foul your presentation from your holster on your standard sidearm presentation. So there's downsides to everything. Many of these also don't have a built-in dump bag or any way to attach a dump bag. So, you know, pros and cons to everything. But this is one type of chest rig. This is a minimalist chest rig. So hopefully those few little tips will help you come out and make your training experience with Mean Streets Tactical a little bit better. Remember, we're training for the fight. We're not training for the fashion show. Are you ready for the Mean Streets?